Hi, thanks for tuning in. My name is Sabarish Chan. I'm your IT consulting expert here on YouTube, helping you become a professional IT consultant. So today's video is going to be slightly different from the ones I've done in the past, just because I wanted to add a bit of variation to my videos and wanted to give you a different presentation style and wanted to see if you like it. So today's topic is about consulting, and what we're going to talk about is whether IT consulting or consulting in general is the right career path suitable for you. So if you're new to my channel or if you're just stopping by browsing my content, I recommend you to subscribe to my channel because every week I post content related to IT consulting and consulting in general to help people like yourself become professional IT consultants. So without further delay, let's get into the topic. Now, my name is Sabarish Chand. I'm an IT consulting expert helping people become professional IT consultants. I'm a founder and CEO of a couple of businesses in Canada. I have an institute which I use to educate people become professional IT consultants. And I also have a consulting business which caters to clients across North America and several clients across the world in providing IT consulting services. I was born and raised in India and I immigrated to Canada in 2010. And since then I've been consulting, and in the last 10 years I founded a couple of businesses successfully through my consulting practice. So I have about 20 years of industry experience practicing consulting. I have more than 20 plus industry recognized credentials, and I've delivered more than 50 plus projects and I've worked with at least 25,000 stakeholders worldwide, and I have 20 years of consulting practice experience as well. So in all my experience working with different clients and through delivering different projects, I've managed to accumulate a set of skills and competencies that today stands out as cutting edge skills in the industry. I've managed to learn a lot of skills through working in different industries and through working with different clients, which I combined to make into a cutting edge skill that has helped me become successful as a consultant and also to start my own business and my own consulting practice and work with different clients across the world. So we're going to look at 6 pros of consulting and why consulting could be the right career path for you. Pro tip number 1, consulting creates opportunities to work with a variety of clients. What do I mean by that? So consulting really creates an opportunity to work with different clients from different industries in different domains, specializing in different types of solutions. So it really gives you that variety of experience that will help you to not only understand and learn different domains while working with different clients, it also will help you to master and apply your skills and competencies in different areas, which will help you master your consulting practice. Pro tip number 2, consulting offers flexibility to work from anywhere. Now, most of us would have realized this already. Since the pandemic in 2020, most of us started to work from home. I, as a consultant, have already been working from home over the last few years, even before the pandemic. Then, of course, I have to go on site when there was meetings scheduled with clients, or I would probably work with a client even from a coffee shop, depending on where I decide to meet them on that particular day. So consulting really helps me work from literally anywhere, and all I just needed was a laptop and a cell phone to communicate with the client. Pro tip number 3, consulting makes your career really interesting and engaging. And we saw that we get an opportunity to work with a variety of clients, and not only different clients from different industries, you're also going to be working on different types of solutions and dealing with different problems. And as a consultant, you could be providing different levels of expertise while engaging with clients. So all this together makes it very interesting and engaging. And we used to say that there's a never dull moment when it comes to consulting, because it is so diverse, it is so unique, and every day has something to do and something to learn, which makes it all the more enjoyable and interesting. Pro tip number 4, consulting leads to mastery. Now this is a combination of all the other pro tips we saw earlier. Because you have an opportunity to work with different clients in different industries and different solutions, you're able to apply your skills and competencies in solving different types of problems for these clients, which ultimately result in you mastering those skills and competencies and enhancing your consulting practice when you are actively consulting with clients. Pro tip number 5, ultimately consulting results in a fulfillment that you will never be able to achieve as a full-time employee. Because you're dealing with different issues, you're working with different problems, you will ultimately be recognized for the solutions you deliver for clients, and that will give you a lot more fulfillment and a sense of achievement when you are working on consulting assignments with different clients. And the last pro tip, number 6, is consulting significantly increases your income potential. Why do you think that is? That's because of the skill set and the expertise you bring to the table when you engage with clients. You as a consultant are perceived as an expert in a specific subject or an area of expertise. When clients decide to hire you as a consultant, they're willing to pay you premium prices. They're willing to pay you more than what they would pay their own employees because of the skill set and the competencies you have and you could deliver in helping the client meet their objectives. So, 6 pros you definitely need to be aware of while considering consulting as a career path. So just like everything else in the world, if there is a pro, there has to be a corresponding con. So in this section, we're going to explore what the cons of consulting are, what you need to be aware when considering consulting as a career path for you. Consulting con number 1. Consulting significantly increases your level of exposure to risk. What do I really mean by that? Because you bring a set of skills and expert competencies to the table. When you work with clients, there could be a number of things that could go wrong if you don't structure your delivery of those services right. I have seen people get into trouble because of errors, things that they didn't pay attention to, which resulted in the overall delivery of consulting services that could sometimes lead to even litigations or legal practices if not structured and delivered right. So that significantly increases your exposure to levels of risk that you're not used to. One way out of this is to have a good mentor or a coach who can help you when you are working with clients. So you get guided, you are provided with expert counsel so you don't get into trouble on consulting assignments. Consulting con number 2, consulting can introduce higher levels of volatility in your career. What do I mean by that? And because consulting is something that you do on your own, there could be higher levels of volatility between engagement. I've personally experienced a gap between 3 to 6 months when I finish up with one assignment and get the next one. But again, it all depends on the situation in the market and the demand for consultants. So you obviously need to be aware of what's happening in the market based on what is happening in the world. The gaps could be managed if you are good and if you're proactively seeking out consulting assignments, or you are networking with the clients and you have a good pipeline of clients in your portfolio that you're going after. But if you're not structured to have a pipeline, or you don't know who your ideal clients are, this could lead to a situation where sometimes you might have to wait for 3 to 6 months to find your next consulting assignment. So that introduces some volatility in your career between projects. Consulting doesn't provide employee benefits. Now this, I always see people who are new to consulting really worried about, because they get into consulting without knowing that they will not be provided with paid vacations or employee benefits like medical insurance and health insurance and so on. So in consulting, because the clients pay you so much and you are only there for a specific period of time, depending on what you are delivering for the client, they don't intend to pay you employee benefits. So that's something to definitely be aware of. But if you look at the big picture, you're going to be paid more than a full-time employee. So really, you should be able to afford your own insurance, be covered for the times when you're not working. So to me, this is not something to worry about as much. Consulting con number 4. So we talked about volatility between engagements, and what this is sometimes the duration of work that is involved, or the engagement term with a client could also be volatile in terms of what you are delivering or helping the clients with. Sometimes you could get into a short-term engagement like 3 months. Sometimes it could be 6 months, or sometimes you could end up working with a client forever. Like if I remember back in the days, I've worked with clients for about 2 to 4 years easily because they liked my services and they wanted to keep me around to help them with newer engagements that they were planning. So my term of engagement was really not much of an issue, but that is something to be aware of. Consulting con number 5. Consulting could sometimes result in difficulty attracting the right kind of client. So usually people or consultants who don't have clarity of who their ideal clients are and are not able to attract clients, and they don't have a structure where they could maintain pipeline of clients in their portfolio and their product, lead to attracting the wrong kind of clients. We call these clients from hell. I've experienced a few in my career. These are the clients who teach you what good clients are. Trust me, you will know when you have a bad client. And the last con, consulting con number 6, is consulting could result in higher tax payments if not structured properly. Again, this is something you really need to understand before getting into consulting, because there is ways you have to structure your practice so you're able to bring in large sums of money, and there are also legal and ethical ways in which you could reduce your taxes while bringing in large sums of money. So there we have it. We have 6 pros and 6 cons we just talked about, and I really hope that this provides a lot more clarity and context around consulting. So if you want to become a professional IT consultant and start your consulting journey today, I suggest you to go to my website at iitcinternational.com. I created a IT consulting masterclass especially for people like yourself who are looking to start their consulting journey. So that brings us to the end of this video. I hope you have liked it, and I hope this video gave you much more clarity on the pros and cons of consulting, and you're able to decide whether consulting will be a suitable career path for yourself via this video. So continue to watch my videos. I put out new videos every week on Fridays at 5 p.m. Central. Continue supporting me on this channel. Subscribe, like, and share my videos online so people like yourself who want to become consultants learn about IT consulting and they're able to start their journey as consultants as well. As always, my name is Sabrish Chand, helping you become a professional IT consultant. Until next time, take care and stay safe.